Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey everybody, a very interesting question, and hopefully this will help out some other transgender type people out there. But I'll just read it and you'll see. So I'm a trans woman, male to female, been diagnosed with gender dysphoria by 2 doctored psychologists, one of whom was also a psychiatrist. I'm having treatment hormonally overseen by an endocrinologist. Legal name changed on most documents, work in progress, and in my junior year of college for a major in computer science. Okay, pretty good. As it stands, I have nearly 4 years experience working as an assistant system admin for a medium-sized company and a little experience working help desk during high school as an internship. So you're in the field. That's very good, actually. The problem is that while I present female at college with no problems whatsoever, hell, I've had fraternity guys flirt with me. Since I started working where I am prior to transition, I've still been presenting male. So he's presenting male at work. It hurts, it sucks, but I figure that if I can endure it a little longer, being able to pay for college is a good thing and hopefully will give me an edge to support myself in the future, in addition to buying time to finish transition in the first place. Fortunately, since they've known me since the beginning and the changes have been so gradual, they don't notice them quite so much. And I can get away with it by laughing off when I get mammed on the phone or just being seen as a super femi-looking gay guy. I can't transition here as asking a bunch of construction worker, hyper-biblical conservative men to now call me a woman and let me dress it and use the women's bathroom is similar to asking them to convert to a separate religion. I don't know about that. You know who's really close-minded is the left. They are really... It's like Bruce Jenner, you know, he's a conservative, and then the left like, oh God, he's conservative, you fuck him, you know. I don't think you're going to get much judgment or hate or flack from him. I could be wrong, and it's not worth the risk of like, hey everybody, I'm trans, so don't do it. But I think going forward, you'd be surprised how much more open-minded these stodgy white male conservative, well, not the Bible thumpers, but most guys don't give a shit. There's they may disagree, but I think you know, don't dismiss having social relations or business relations with people just because they happen to be on the right side of the political spectrum. I think you'll find them, you know, they may have their own religious disagreements with you, but I think you're going to see more hate the sin, love the sinner type thing from their mind. And the left, good Lord, fuck. You know, oh, they'll be nice to you up front, but they're as fake as Minnesota nice. They'll be stabbing you in your back. They only view you as like kind of a way, look, I have a trans friend, see, look at me, how open-minded. You know, they don't really care about you. Anyway, never mind. So yeah, the bathroom thing though might be an issue. Yeah, you just go to the men's room. My question at this point, I guess, is if my future employer wants to call my current employer, if my future employer wants to call my current employer, he's going to be hearing my boss talk about me as a male. How do I navigate seeking and going into job interviews, looking and sounding obvious female, and somehow try and prevent my trans status from barring me from employment? Okay, great question. So here's the deal. We had further correspondence, which I'm not going to bore the listeners with, but it sounds like your boss knows you're trans or in the transitioning phase, and he seems to be all right with it. You also have what's great preliminary experience in this job. This isn't some shitty-ass college job. This is in your field. You're working systems admin, your computer science. So you ideally would like to keep this on your resume because it would help you get a job down the road. Now you're doing all the paperwork and everything to have it officially switched to female. But thankfully you have a boss that seems pretty open and understanding. For your specific situation, I would just go talk to your boss, say, look, here's the deal. You know, I'm working here, I'm going to graduate. In the future, you know, I'm going to be presenting to female. Just be honest with them, you know, and I don't want to scare anybody here. That's why I still present as male, and I don't want to bother people with my personal life. But going forward, I'm going to be female, and when they come here, oh yeah, Bob. His name isn't Bob. It's Bob. You know, yeah, Bob was a great. Who's Bob? I got this gal named Barbaretta, and so what you would do is tell your boss, hey, look, here's my new name. Although I think you have an asexual name, so I think it would. I don't know. I'm not going to mention your name though. But arrange it with your boss. I mean, and you've done good work. You don't work, 2 years? No, 4 years. For fuck's sake. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. They would have gotten rid of you if they didn't like... I mean, I think you have more cachet and reputation with them than you think. So definitely talk to your boss. Say, here's the problem I'm facing. And 99% chance to get, yeah, I understand. We kind of wondered. We have a pool office going on, you know. And say, please keep it quiet and all that. So I handle it. But for transgender people in general, what I would do, and I think people are, especially in the hyper politically correct, sensitive, we can't, go to the HR people. Go to HR, say, look, here's the deal. I'm currently presenting male, or I'm currently presenting female. Down the road, I'm going to switch that. And I need that when employers call, that it's consistent. And I think the HR people, especially the HR people, because that's all they do is politically correct compliance. That's really all they do. They will gladly change it. If they don't, then, which I don't see why they wouldn't, but if they don't, then, then maybe, you got to look at things like lawsuits. But I think the movement towards being, you got to understand the psychology. It's not of leftists. It's the compliance people. It's the corporate social responsibility. Employers are so desperate to not be accused of being an ist or an ism, a racist or a sexism or anything like that, that they will bend, come on, look at their diversity. We appreciate diversity and minorities are encouraged to apply and fuck whitey and fuck males. It's kind of like that. The environment is moving to where this is not going to be an issue. Still, talk to the HR people, have them switch the files, maybe make a note, it's going to be, I think the HR people, they don't really work with you, so they probably would never have known you, but they'll just switch it. It's not like they're going to accidentally, oh yeah, Bob, or Barbaretta, so, because they don't have you in their mind as Bob, they just see on the thing, Barbaretta, yes, Barbaretta worked here from these times to these places, da-da-da-da-da-da. And that's it, that's all you really have to do. So once you switch permanently, hopefully this will go away. Inevitably down the road, this 4 years, although great, a nice thing to have on your resume, invariably it will become outdated or unnecessary. You'll do better things. It'll be bumped from your resume, and you'll have a consistently female employment history. So you have that there. And I just took a couple other notes. So you got HR. Going forward, present female. I had you send me a picture. Yeah, you look convincingly female, and you said you're only halfway done with it. So going forward, present only female so you don't run into these problems. Well, I'm male here, you want to be consistent all across the board. I think you're going to be convincingly female as well. I would not have assumed you were male. You are going to have, and dude, there's no perfect employment, okay? Stop thinking like a fucking feminist cunt. Wait, everything should be perfect for me. The world must bend it. There's no perfect place. There's no perfect place. Yeah, you're going to get hit on by IT guys. You're in IT. You're going to be presenting as a female. You look pretty damn good too, by the way. And just, sorry, it comes with the territory. I'm short. I don't get a lot of tall gals like wanting to go on dates with me. I don't get a lot of girls that want to go on dates with me, period. I had to date really short or Asian or had to up my game. No one is born fucking George Clooney, all right? Except George Clooney. So yeah, there's no perfect world. You're just going to have to suck it up. Guys are probably going to hit on you. I don't think anyone's going to pinch your ass. I don't think you have to really worry about that. But yeah, just, you're a girl. These are problems girls have. You can bitch and whine about it, and it's never going to change. Men are going to hit on women wherever we can, and it just comes with the territory, all right? So don't get this idea that, what should be and what's going to be are going to be two separate things. So that's what you get now. And then finally, one other thing, even though it wasn't directly specific to your question, but it is something that I would, because I'm a Machiavellian, I give my clients the best advice I could think, moral or not. If you ever have trouble, I know you're going into IT, I know you're going into computer engineering and all that other stuff, which under its own merits should get you a job. If you're having trouble, always apply nonprofits and government, and let them know you're trans. Academia. Oh, will they bend over backwards to kiss your ass and give you a job? They won't give a flying fuck about your qualifications. So going forward, after I know you're not graduated yet, but don't, really think, private sector, just present female. You don't need that drama. Government, nonprofit, academia, are they all about the drama and not getting any fucking work done? They will hire you so quick. I mean, you will have a huge advantage if you let them know that you're transgender. So, I mean, don't brag about it, My buddy, he's a realtor, and he's always saying, like, the only people that I know their profession when they come and look for a house, I'm like, what? He says teachers. I say, why is that? Because they can't shut the fuck up about being teachers. Well, you see, I'm a teacher, and because I'm a teacher, with my teacher salary, I'm a teacher. It's like, yeah, big fucking deal. I breathe oxygen, and that's even more of an accomplishment than you being a fucking teacher. Don't be like that. Don't say, well, I'm transgender because I'm transgender. Did I mention I'm transgender? You just go in, you click the little thing, maybe you politely slip it into the course of conversation with the HR person, the person interviewing, but it should be on the application. And your application go right to the top because you're trans. And then, oh my goodness, how much money do you want? So something to think about down the road after you graduate. If you can't find a job, or the job you think the private sector isn't what you want it to be. Yeah, man. Public sector, academia. Unfortunately, they won't hire you for your skills. They're going to hire you because of your transgenderism, because you're a transgender. But so it's not really your talent, which is kind of sad. But dude, in this day and age, and like with the shitty ass job prospects you young people got to face, take every advantage you can get. Just put food on the table. So anyway, best of luck. Hope your video helped out other people facing the same problems that employment and being transgender did or does have. And yeah, wish you guys all the best. Toodles.